Hey guys, welcome back to my Lightwhip tutorial series, and on this week's tutorial we are going to look at a neck ISO combo. So obviously a prerequisite for this combo is a neck isolation, which is this right here. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button as it does help to support my channel. So for today's combo, what it looks like is something like this. Now, the prerequisite for this is the neck isolation and then obviously some neck wraps. So if you are not comfortable with neck wraps, I do suggest you go check out my video on wraps, and it'll explain to you in detail how to go about a neck wrap. Now, assuming that you already know how to do a neck wrap, what we need to focus on for this combo is your neck isolation. Now, for your neck isolation, what you are doing, you are bringing the whip like over your neck, almost for a neck wrap. However, instead of letting it wrap around your neck, you're going to put your arm in the way so that your whip actually ends up going under your armpit. So, doing that all together, you have armpit. And then don't hit yourself in the head. So, what you're going to do, once it hits this point right here, kind of under your armpit, that's when you're going to lean over to allow it to come off on the other side. So it's just like with your neck wrap, it comes on this side and then you go backwards and it comes off on the other side. It's the same thing, but instead it's going to go into your armpit and then come back on the other side. Now, if you do that all together, so you're going to do your neck iso, so you're going to bring it into your armpit and then bring it off. I'm trying to do it slow, but it's really difficult. So I'm just gonna do the neck iso at regular speed. And if you're having a hard time grasping the concept, just be sure to slow down the video to about a quarter speed or even slower if needed. So when you spin your whip in your dominant hand, remember you're gonna be bringing it over your neck and into your armpit. And then you're gonna lean over so that it can come off. Now, once it comes off, it's going to still be spinning in this direction. And you're going to get it to come back onto your neck. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So you're gonna start with your neck iso. So see what I actually did there. Once it came off my neck, I actually switched hands. So spinning it this way in my right hand, I'm gonna bring it under my armpit, switch hands, so doing that again. So notice, it starts in your right, it goes under your armpit, and then as soon as it starts to come off this way, you're going to switch hands into your left. Now, at this point, your whip is still going to be going this way, at which point we want it to come over your neck. And when it comes over, you're gonna spin to the back and then allow it to spin off your neck, like in a neck wrap. So I'll do that again for you guys. So spinning in your dominant hand, we're gonna go for a neck iso, armpit, switch to the back, neck wrap. I know it's a little bit hard to see at first, but this is the intermediate level combo. So if you are a beginner, I would recommend working on the prerequisites for this, like your neck wrap. So, doing that again, we're gonna have spinning, neck iso, switch hands, neck wrap, switch hands, break. Now what a break is, it's a break in movement. So I do have a tutorial on breaks if you want to check that out, but it's really just a break in the movement. So after we've done our neck wrap and it comes off, So it comes off our neck. We go from here to here, and then it comes behind us. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your hand behind your back so that you can break with your left hand. So I'm gonna do that all together again so that you see it. And once again, just a reminder, you can slow down the video if you're having a hard time. Okay, so spinning in your dominant hand, you're gonna go for your neck ISO, switch hands, neck wrap, switch hands, break. Then after your break, you're just gonna allow it. Ooh, that was a little bit forceful. But after your break, you're just going to spin it in the other direction. So you're going to launch it backwards. Woo. And then you're gonna catch it with your left hand. So let's do that all together. I'll try and slow it down a little bit, but the issue is that you do need the momentum for this. So that's why you really need to be sure that you're comfortable with your wraps. Because if you're not comfortable with your wraps, you're not gonna get the momentum you need in order to execute this move. And what's going to happen is that you're either not going to get the move or you're gonna get the handle to the face. And like I've mentioned a million times, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. You don't wanna do that. So spinning in our dominant hand, for me it's my right. Then we're gonna do neck ISO, switch, wrap, switch, break, throw back, catch. Almost dropped it right there. So now I'm gonna face the back so that you guys can get a different view of what this looks like. Once again, I'm gonna try and go as slow as I can, but no promises. So we are spinning in our right hand, if we are right hand dominant. So then you're gonna go for your neck ISO, switch hands, break, catch it. One more time, spinning in our right, and going into our neck ISO, switch hands, break, catch. This one is really great for messing up your hair, honestly. So just a couple tips in order to execute this move properly is also be comfortable with your planes. So if you are trying to do your neck ISO and you're not in the proper plane, and if you're also not in the proper plane once you go to do your wraps, that's when the whip is going to get all wonky and you're gonna have a harder time controlling it. Even for myself, sometimes I have issues with plane control. It's totally normal. Just takes practice. And then also, if you are not comfortable with neck wraps, but you still want to try this move, definitely put like some kind of protection. I know some people will like put an elastic around like socks or like tissue paper, anything that will kind of cushion your blow. With the Glow FX whip, they actually have like the foam grip, which is helpful, but like if you get the end of the handle and it just bumps you, it still hurts. So the foam grip is not really like that protective. So besides having good plane control, having proper protection on the whip, and making sure you know how to do your neck wraps, those are the only things that you really need to make sure that you're aware of while performing this combo. So this combo is a little bit more difficult. Like I said, it is an intermediate level combo, so it might take you a little bit longer to get this combo. And if it does, absolutely not a big deal. So as usual, if you guys have any questions or any recommendations for tutorials that you want to see, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell button so that you know when I release a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!